Well, hello there. So today we're going to do static web hosting with S3, which they don't really push you towards doing much anymore, but let's do it. Um, they've actually have AWS Amplify, which they push you towards more. So I'm going to call this we need to create a bucket, not look at a bucket. So we're going to create a bucket. So this needs to follow domain name service standards because it's going to be part of your URL. So web hosting bucket test 2025, and let's just put some random stuff in here. Okay, it has to be unique. Now I could probably, in fact, let's just do web hosting bucket test. There we go. Let's see if that's used. So we're going to not block all public access because we want this to be publicly available. And yes, we acknowledge that. That looks good. By the way, you should start to understand all of these if you're going to play with it much. It's just good. The more you know, the easier it is to learn more. Okay, so right here is the bucket that I created. I need to upload an object into here, okay? Because right now there's nothing in it. So I'm going to upload an object into here. Shoot. I want to choose a file. Add files, index, and we're going to, permissions. So unfortunately, because of some settings that have been set on the Learner Lab that I'm using for this, I can't change my permissions here. So this is going to require me to make a tweak to the bucket policy in order for it to work. But we can do that. Okay, upload. So it's there. If I click this, it'll take me to the actual object, and then I should be able to, if I had the policy right, click this, and it doesn't work. Now, I could fix it if I could get to this permissions page and edit these permissions, but right now, only the object owner can do it, and it's not keeping track of the stuff, and the bucket has owner enforced stuff applied. So I have to write a bucket policy to override that. So I'm going to come back here to my bucket, go back one, and I'm going to go to permissions, actually, not properties. Well, let's go to properties. Come down here, static web hosting. So this is where they're recommending that you use AWS Amplify hosting for static websites. That's better. So, but that's okay. We're going to do this anyway. Enable index.html, error.html, and there is some redirect rules. So this is kind of cool. They have some cool functionality. Now, after doing that, if I come back here, this still shouldn't work. Open a new tab, and it's not because I need to set this policy. So I go to permissions, and I need to write a policy. I have this in an old video. They've hidden some. Unfortunately, AWS has some of their stuff hidden now behind a paywall. So I just asked, hey, can you give me the JSON for a bucket policy? This I did it on a test before I ran this video because I kind of got interrupted during the video, so I decided to remake it. So anyway, can you give me the JSON? So it spit this out. So I'll have to tweak this a little bit. The really cool thing about ChatGPT is it told me what each of these are, which is great, and able to go from there. Okay, so I'm going to come back to here, paste this in, edit, paste it in, but realize this ARN's wrong. This is to my other one. I don't know if people actually call them ARNs. Amazon resource number. Okay, so if I did that right, I should be able to save changes. By the way, see, I'm getting an error down here. It worked. That error was basically I didn't have rights to do validation checks on my JSON. But this JSON looks like it's valid because it's saved. If it's not valid, it won't save. Trust me. But there's also something here you should pay attention to. There's this cross-origin resource sharing. This is something you need to be cognizant of if you're going to be doing forms and stuff, because you're going to have some issues probably here, and you have to understand cores. Careful not to open this up too much. Hackers love it when you do it. It helps them do their nefarious deeds. But, okay, so I've got that bucket policy, so I should be able to come here and hit enter. There we go. By the way, I got this from W3 Schools. This is the link that I started from. I'm going to open it now, but for some reason, W3 Schools really uses a lot of resources on my machine, and I don't want it to affect the video quality. So we've got it. We've got this up and going. It's there and available. Happy day. One more thing before I let you go, and hopefully W3 Schools doesn't kill my sound and stuff, but with the Learner Lab, S3 is a serverless application. So I can end my Learner Lab and this will still be available. At least that's how it was the last time I checked. So this is one way to run web pages in the Learner Lab and have it still be available even when your Learner Lab is not running. Okay? Anyway, I hope you had a good one. I will link to all this in the video down below. See you in the next one.